Good morning. I'm Coach Mac. Wow. Just finished this afternoon practice with my little football team. I have a third grade football team. They call the Eagles, and the little guys got me tied up right now. But now I'm ready to get into what I'm going to do today. Is I'm Coach Mac, and welcome to Coaching Math. Okay, math is very important. And coaches use math in many different ways. Okay, many different ways. This is a timer. This timer is a form of math. This cell phone here is a form of math. It's time, but time is math again. This cell phone, a lot of young people use a cell phone, right? It's really, it's math. But it's mostly multiplication math because most young people use cell phone a lot, so the time really kind of multiply. You know what I mean? Okay. Now, before we go into our math, I want to talk about rules. Rules are very important. Okay, it's very important. I do this as a coach. I talk to my kids for every season about rules. Because rules are important things. People like to talk about them, but rules have a reason. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk to you about 7 common rules that a teacher will generally have for a classroom, and as coaches we use some of the same rules as well. Of course, some coaches are teachers. Okay, all coaches are really teachers. Some coaches they just coach sports, but they're still an instructor. Some teachers, physical education teachers, they teach. They may teach PE. They may teach science. So you get the idea here. But there are seven common rules that you would probably find in the classroom, and many of them the coaches use them too. Number one of the most general rules that most teachers will have is for every student is when you first come in the classroom, you should sit down and be quiet. Number one. Number two, then you come in the classroom, sit down and be quiet. The next thing they'll tell you to do is come in and take a seat. That's number two. Now, most teachers will give you an assigned seat at some point. And they will say, when you come to class, sit in your assigned seat. So when you come to class, don't make your teacher upset. Sit in your assigned seat. You know where you're seated at? Sit in your assigned seat. And be cooperative. Number 4, the teachers, sometimes our math teachers, our science teachers, whatever teachers, they get very intense in their teaching, and they only have a certain amount of time to cover so many things. And you, as a student, may not realize that and really may not even care about that, but that's not the point. The point is, if you have any question for your teacher while she is teaching, you should first do this. Raise your hand. And she'll see you. And she'll see you. She'll see you. At some point, they'll see you and they'll say, okay, actually, what do you want? Or if they take a certain amount of time, they might tell you, put your hand down, you might as well wait for a while. Okay. Now, if you're going to move out of your seat for anything, any reason, you again raise your hand, ask your teacher permission. Okay, that's just proper respect. Now, the teacher is there. This teacher spent all this time after you went home preparing her lesson, his or her lesson for the next day. Now, so when they're sitting up there teaching this lesson, writing things on the board, PowerPoint or whatever, one of the most rudest things you can do as a student is to be talking while the teacher is teaching. So you do not want to do that. When the teacher is teaching, or the coaches talking, or even your parents is talking to you, you should be all ears listening. That's what you should be doing. Now, this is very important too. When you come into a classroom, or even like when guys come out for sports practice or whatever, when you come into the classroom or on the field or on the court, whatever, you know what belongings you brought. You know what items you brought. You should never touch other people's equipment. Never touch other people's equipment unless you ask them to use it. Okay? That's very important. If you do touch other people's equipment, you move anyone else's equipment, well, ask them to do it. That is considered stealing, and you can get in a lot of trouble for it. So you don't want to do that. Okay. Now, one more thing before we go. Being a team player. Any sport, anytime you become a part of a sport, the coach expects you to become a team player. That means be nice to your teammates, treat your teammate with respect, so they will treat you with respect, number 1. 2, if you're playing sports like basketball, let's say a sport like basketball, and you're going on court shooting all the shots, you're probably being selfish, and you learn to be more of a team player. Okay. In other words, pass the ball, man. Okay. Now, next thing is, as players, a part of gaining respect from the other player, each other, is you should never tease each other. Teasing should not be done because people get upset. You hurt someone's feelings, so do not be teasing anyone. Shouldn't do that. As players, you should learn to reconcile somewhere, come together somewhere, and come together with your differences and not fight each other. A team that fights each other is a team that's not together. You must respect your coaches, respect your parents, respect the officials. Players should never, ever, ever be caught talking back to officials. That just shouldn't happen. And last but not least, when you're playing a sport, always be a good sportsman. Be a good sportsman. Okay? Don't be complaining. Don't be yelling at the officials. Don't be yelling at other players. Don't be doing things that just not right. Now, we're going to get into some math now. Learn from math. Okay, we're going to work through the division problem today. First, then we're going to do some others. The first problem we're going to work out is going to be 20 divided by 5. 20 divided by 5. 20 divided by 5. 20 divided by 5. Here we go. 20 divided by 5. Okay. To find out how many times does 20 go into 5, okay, what we're going to do, I have all of my balls are groups of 5s, okay? So, I'll put the first group of 5 out. That's 5. That's 10. That's 15. And 20. Okay, so now there are 4 groups of 5 in 20. So the answer to the first question is going to be 20 divided by 5 is 4. The next division problem we're going to do, they're going to be 15, it's going to be 15 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5. Now, that's going to come out to 3 groups of 5s. 1 group of 5, 2 groups of 5, 3 groups of 5. So 15 divided by 5, so 15 divided by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 divided by 5, meaning that there are going to be 3 groups of 5. 3 groups of 5. Now, next, we have a bigger number. 25 divided by 5. How many times does 5 go to 25? Okay. That's going to be 5, that's going to be, I'm going to count it, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20. This is 25 balls out here. Now, 25 balls out here. That's 1 group of 5, 2 groups of 5, 3 groups of 5, 4 groups of 5, 5 groups of 5. So the answer is going to be, the answer here now is 25 divided by 5, the answer is going to be 5. Now, we're going to try a smaller number now. We're going to go with a much smaller number this time. We're going to go a little bit smaller this time. Now we have 10 divided in 5. How many times does 5 go into 10? Okay, I'll simply count 10 balls. That's 5 balls, 5 balls here and 5 green balls. Okay, so that's 10. That's a total of 10 balls. Okay, how many groups of 5? 2. So the answer is going to be 5 goes into 10 2 times. Good. Moving on. Now, the next one, okay, I want you to think about the next one. The next one is going to be 5. How many times does 5 go into 5? Okay, general rule, right? Any number divided by itself, it should be what? 1. So 5 divided into 5, how many times? 1. The answer is 1. Good. Hope you got those so far. Now we're gonna have a few. We're gonna do a few more math problems. Now these math problems are gonna be. Some are gonna be addition. Some of them are going to be subtraction. And we're gonna learn a little something as we go along. Okay. Now, the next math problem is gonna be 5 plus 5 minus 5. 5 plus 5 minus 5. What you do here is you do the numbers in the bracket first. Do the numbers in the bracket first. Okay? You do the numbers in the bracket first. So how do you do that? So now, you do the numbers in the bracket first. 5 plus 5 is 10. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 minus 5, your answer is going to be 5. Again, you do the numbers in the bracket first. Okay, so you have 10 plus 5 plus 5. You do the bracket first. You do the bracket first, then you have 10 plus 10, and the answer is going to be 20. Again, do the bracket first. 5 plus 5 plus 3. The answer is going to be 13. Now, we're gonna use the balls again to do some of these. 15 minus 5. 15 minus 5. Okay? What is 15 minus 5? Remember, each group of balls is 5. That's 5, that's 10, and that's 15. 5, 10, 15. You got 5 yellow, 5 orange, 5 green. Now, the question is 15 minus 5. Okay? So now, we take 5, we're going to take these 5 away. And what do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The answer to 15 minus 5, the answer is going to be 10. 10 is your answer. Okay, that's all the cool math for now, guys. That's all the coaches math for now. See you next time around.